Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy Friday. I can't believe it. It does not feel like Friday. Um, I wanted to come live and I'm just going to jump right into it. Um, I appreciate you guys coming over and listening. Um, I want to kind of just get this one and done. There's been a lot of questions about Williams' um, participation in what happened and about him posting things and then retracting things and then posting things. And I'm going to be honest about everything that happened. I think that the most important thing to know is that William and I are good. We have we've had many of long chats about what's gone on. Hindsight is definitely 2020. Um, and we've moved on from it. This was a long time ago. And right, Dan Wolf, right. We'll get into all that shit. Um, and I certainly there were times where I felt away. I was fucking pissed. I was hurt. I felt abandoned. The optics of it were terrible. But I want you guys to know that William was one of the people that actually really supported me in Discord and stuff, and he tried to diffuse the situation. He tried to get these people to leave me alone. And he tried like it was so much bigger than what he was capable of controlling. Um, there were things that and he's coming up. So just he's coming up. He's going to talk about this too. I just want to get this out. There were things that he knows that he could have and should have done differently. There are things that I could have and should have done differently. We're human, right? Nobody really had anticipating all of this stuff happening. And it happened so fast. The internet does not sleep, right? Things were just changing one after the other. They would agree to leave me alone, then they would change their mind, and then they would agree, and then this and that, and I would have to, I'm like trying to not terminate my channel. I'm trying to like, it was just all kinds of stuff. So I'll say my side about this really quick. Well, not quick. I'm gonna explain what I felt, my thoughts about it, and then I'll let him come up and we'll try our best to answer whatever questions you have. But so when all this happened, I ran to him because I didn't understand it. I was really, really fucking confused. I was doing content with William on my panel and with N-word boy there. CIA hole was there. The OGs were there. I consider that they're like the Kangs of that community, right? They're the bosses over there. I was so confused why these people that were not Cyrax people just blasted in and were coming after me, only me. And I understand William and N-word boy are anonymous. And I just didn't understand how they just blasted through those two and came after me. And I felt like they should defend me. I felt that way. I said, why? Like, can you get them to stop? Can you say something? Can you do something? And I felt like they suggested that I ignore it. And that was their advice. I don't think they had handled something like this before. And again, it wasn't their job, okay? We got into this mess. I did something, it was whatever I did, whether or not it was justifiable, whether or not it made sense, I clearly did something that triggered that kind of reaction from those people, whether it was right or wrong. And that had nothing to do with William or N-word boy. However, I never would have like gone and sought Chance out by myself. I honestly, until he came on my panel that time, the first time, I had never spoken to Chance before. And it was never supposed, it was just what it was. That's it. That's what it was. There were a few live streams and there were rumblings about people. There were rumblings about Marks and a few others being upset that I was like coming around or whatever. Again, I never tried to infiltrate their community. I never went over there. I was over here and it was just, you know, William and N-word boy. I have known William for years. Okay. A lot of people don't understand. I was around when Marty had 50 people in his chat. I'm not new. I'm not new at all. I've known what's gone on. I've come and gone. You know, I was in school. I was, you know, doing other shit, but I always knew about what was going on. And these fools are new, okay? I'm not new. I'm not new. I'm an OG. Thank you, Kiss My Cheeks. I've been around. So put some fucking respect on my name, whores. Just kidding. Hey, Kai-Bop. It's good to see some people. There were really good people that came around. Yeah, so anyway, it's nice to see some of you in here. So that caused some issues. People were not happy about that. And I think some of them were Chance people. And again, Marks had a huge issue with me. And I don't remember what I did. I don't know what I did. He had some kind of major issue, that like from years and years ago. I had not spoken to him for years, and it had something to do with like Nemesis or something. And I remember going on Nemesis's panel a couple of times. And it was like, it was for shits and there were other people over there that were like, just kind of, I didn't troll like them. I didn't like go in on them like the demon time y'all get on sometimes. But like I went up and I said a really long prayer one time. It was just stupid. But I guess I destroyed a troll mission of his is what he said. I don't remember this troll mission. Again, I was just kind of in and out of there. But again, he clearly, that destroyed something in him that it was not reconcilable. And he brought that 3 or 4 years later. And it reignited everything. Wings 007. Never heard of this person before. Don't know him. Never heard of him. Cinemas. Never heard of him. Don't know him. I remember, you know, and these were people that like didn't really get into anything that I'm aware of, but like Groovy Jimmy, me, I'd go over there with like William, Marty would go over there. There were others too that would go over there. Again, like I was never like a troll. Okay. I would just go in and poke fun. Sometimes I'd jump up on a panel. And that was that. It was just stupid. I was the party planner when Jimmy wanted to have Jimmy Day. Okay. If any of you all were around, Jimmy wanted to have Jimmy Day. He wanted to go to the buffet. He wanted to bring a girl. He wanted to, you know, rent out the entire buffet. I told him that his dreams were not really, they're not really practical. He wanted to rent a band. He wanted to do all kinds of shit. I said, Jimmy, we can't, our budget, we're on a tight ass budget of maybe $15 to $20. Okay. And that kind of shit. That's the kind of shit I would do. Nothing crazy or whatever. I came back around, and so we covered this guy named Ernie Shell. And Ernie Shell is a predator hunter, LARPer, right? And yes, he wanted to rent the VIP. Yes, and have strippers and shit. You remember? And I went up there and I'm like, we're on a budget, bitch. So I was like, we could do this. This would be funny. Because I guess, Chance wasn't really around. He was in hiding. I don't think he had come out since Marty went to Cuba. And so I'm like, what if this would be funny if we got Ernie and Chance to interact, because Ernie is like the predator hunter and Chance is a total predator pedo. And we could bring him out and just let him get lit up. That's what the content was. That's what happened. And it was just that. I was the gateway. I was the channel they took in order to get Chance up. And I would let William William would handle him. A lot of you all loved that shit. William handed him his ass. I apologize to this person for snapping at them in my comment section earlier. But I'm not going to delete what I said because I feel that way. I understand I understand that people were mad because I was nice to him. And I'm sorry, but that's just how I am. I would never listen. Chance wasn't going to come up or come around with William in my ear. And he knew William was if I were mean to him, he'd never come around. Do you want content with him having meltdowns or no? You know what I mean? I wasn't anybody that comes on my panel. I'm not going to be mean to them. I'm not wired that way. The boys could be mean to him. I was just there to kind of I had to be nice in order for him to stay on the panel. And I think I did a good job at that because he's never been on a panel with William that long fighting. He usually leaves. I felt like that people wanted that. Okay. That was it. I got super chats because of it. And I guess people just didn't like that I was making money. Also, being nice to him. I don't know what happened to Courtney. Yes. And me being a female, it was a lot more incentive for Chance to come up if I was a little bit nice to him. Do you know what I mean? I know what Chance is. I know who he is. I know he should be dead or in jail. He's horrible. He should not be online. Just because I was a character doesn't mean I felt that way. I shouldn't say dead. I retract that because I don't wish death on anybody. That's not cool. Well, I don't think pedos and people that harm children need to be around on Earth. They can go. That's just my preference. Bring out the firing squad, bitch. We don't do that over here. I'm not into that. Then, so on my comments yesterday, somebody wrote that, since I was nice to him, I kind of asked for it. The person said, I was nice to him. I pissed people off. So I brought it on myself. Let me say this. I don't give a fuck if I make people mad. People make me mad on here all the fucking time. People act a fool. People act a whole retard on here and do weirdo, gross ass shit that I don't agree with. So if you get mad, there's a little X button. No one's asking you to watch me. No one is. You are free to go somewhere else. Go watch reruns of Marty. Marty was the best. Marty was the king of this shit. Go watch reruns of Wings. Oh, wait, sorry. He could never get Chance up there. My bad. Go get Cinema. Nope. Oh, he couldn't do it either. Oops. Nope. Can't watch reruns of him and Chance. Or, you know, even Marks. Oh, nope. Marks. Nope. Fail. Epic fail. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other shit to watch. I think it's fucking you might as well be a kennel kicker if you think that I brought being treated like that on myself. And I want to make it clear, I said this also. The Cyrax people weren't the ones that went after me. They might have been affiliated with the kennel kickers or whatever, but it was not Cyrax people that came after me in my real life and did all that stuff. That wasn't them. It wasn't. Did they, you know, people weren't fans of me, fine. They can feel away. They can say whatever they want. Your opinion, I accept and appreciate everyone's opinion over here. Like, I don't care, you know? It's the internet. It's not that deep. They will answer your door, bruh. I don't know if he's been served. I'm not sure. I'll get an update, but even Satanalina says, you know, accept your papers. Accept your papers. She's trying to make it all about her. Bitch, shut up. So anyway, moving along. Sorry, I'm a little bit long-winded. It's just a lot of information, like, and I'm trying to like think back to all of it so I can like preface how this went. So me and William have known each other for a long time. We have never had issues. I love him. He's a good dude. He is smart. He is caring. When I ask questions, I'm a total retard at internet. I'm a total idiot at anything technology-wise, okay? He has taken valuable time out of his life to help me and like dumb it down so like a 4-year-old can understand it. He has been beyond patient with me. And he's helped me. He's helped me in a lot of different ways. When it came to this situation, I ran to him because I was like, can you do something about this? Like, you were there with me. Why aren't they respecting that you were there? Like, you were fine with it. Why are they not fine with it? I said the same to N-word boy. And they said, you know, just ignore it and it'll go away. Ignore it. But it didn't. And so William put out a post that was, you know, telling them what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. Like, saying he's disappointed. Like, why are you going after her? And that made me feel better. That made me feel better. But he took it down. And that made me feel not better. That made me feel not better at all. There was, you know, we thought that we had found resolution with them. We thought that they were going to leave me alone. We thought that it was over with. So William took it down and wrote instead, like, there's a resolution, blah, blah, blah. And we were going to go on our own way. He then posted something saying that I broke the agreement or something. And I was devastated. I was I was devastated. I cried about this because the optics of it were so bad, and what it was, I'm, this is where him and I got, you know, things went a little bit left with him because I couldn't understand why there was a whole group of people coming after me and my family, and the deal was for me to be quiet, to just be quiet about it. And when I after we had settled, I thought they were going on their own way. They were going to be over there and just do whatever they do over there and leave me alone. Like, don't come over to my channel, don't watch me, just let me be what I was before, leave me alone, right? And so when I went live again, I didn't pop off per se, but I did say, we came to a resolution. I said, I'm not going anywhere. I basically just stood up for myself. I said, look, I don't know why that happened, but my channel, like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to terminate my channel. And it is what it is. Like, if I want to go over Chance, and I think I did talk about Chance. I talked about Chance because I wanted to. Why do they care? It was over with. It was done. But I guess me not being quiet meant that I broke an agreement. And so William posted that I broke an agreement, and he tried to get it to settle down, and that's all he could do. He was done. So the optics of that was terrible. I was fucking heartbroken. That that was the last thing I wanted to happen, because William was like, if anyone could regulate or try, or, because he's respected over there. Other people noticed it too. Why didn't he stand up for you? He was also on a panel with me the first time I got jumped when I was on Wings, he was up there too, and he was like silent. But again, him and I have talked about this. We're good. We're locked in. It's water under the bridge. Again, William is quiet. He moves around quiet. He's just under the radar. That's how he moves around. He's always been very soft-spoken, a man of few words, unless he comes on my panel and I get him to talk. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to say that before I brought him up. He's apologized profusely to me. He knows how I feel about it. William's my friend, and when I'm friends with somebody, I don't blast our issues all over the internet. We handle it behind the scenes because I'm an adult. I don't have these things I like to call mad days, where when I get pissed, it's like I will air you the fuck out and tell everybody. It's not like that, because I genuinely like William. And why would I do that? So I'm going to let him up, and if you guys have any questions, I'm going to do my best to read them. I know, and I get it. A lot of people love William, hate William, are indifferent. I mean, people are going to feel away about me too. But just try to keep it respectful in my chat, and I'll try my best to answer whatever you guys have to ask. So let's bring up William motherfucking Gloryhole.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Thank you for
Sorry,
doing this,
that's
by the
a
way.
little bit longer than I thought. I'm long-winded, okay? I'm
It happens.
long-winded. Okay, so we're gonna
But
squash this.
I appreciate you doing this. This is a good idea.
Mhm. I feel like, the truth is enough, and so nobody has to speculate. Nobody has
Yeah.
to, wonder what happened, and, we both fucked up. We both should have done things so different, and, looking back, we know better now, but it was a
Right.
mess.
No.
It
I
was a
mean,
mess.
unfortunately, the three retards put you mostly, but everybody, me and you, in an impossible situation, and there was just no winning move. There was no direction we could go that was gonna work out.
Mhm.
It's easy to say that now after the fact, but during the process of it, I mean, I was really trying hard to get
Mm.
this to not be a thing,
Right.
and
I know that. I know that.
yeah, and
Mhm.
I mean, me being in between all these different communities is probably what caused this issue. No, in fact, I know it is. It's exactly what caused the issue. Um, I'm trying to I'm trying to stay neutral on some levels. I'm
Mhm.
trying to stay out of the drama. It's always been the way I do things,
Mhm.
and
And that's true.
I tried that in this situation, and it was just impossible for it to work out that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I screwed up. I did some shit that didn't work out. I hurt your feelings, and definitely feel bad about that. And I do apologize. Um, with the postings, like because I like to be neutral and try to keep it fair. I posted something about 007 not being a man of his word because he went back on his agreement that he would leave you alone,
Mhm.
and then we had a conversation later after that happened, and we were like, yeah, just ignore it. It'll go away. Don't say nothing. Don't engage him. It's just giving him more fuel for the fire. And then you decided you weren't going to do that because it's not right and you shouldn't have to be that way. You should be able to voice your opinion.
Mhm.
And that's what prompted my post. Okay, Katie doesn't, isn't doing what we agreed upon. So that was why that post was put up there, because it was, I did it to 007. So if I'm going to be neutral, I have to do it to you as well.
Right. Right.
Um, and it was the wrong move in the end. Looking at things now, he's a piece of shit. There was no way it was going to be negotiated out of there because he didn't want it to go away. He wanted to be this internet tough fucking guy.
Mhm.
And look at him now. He's nothing. He's exactly what I should have saw him for back then. He's a nothing, nobody piece of shit. And I wish I had seen that way
Right.
earlier.
Right. And,
So yes,
that's oh, go ahead.
no. The last thing about that was, so the liners were drawing in the sand. So it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to participate in these multiple communities anymore. I'm done. That's ridiculous. You guys can all go fuck yourselves. Everybody over on that side in these communities, I'm done with you guys. So that was
Mhm.
the end result, and
Right.
that's how we got here today.
Right. And, they also they argue that you wrote me off, that you blocked me, that you know, you saw the truth that I was reaching out to pedophiles and you agreed and all this stuff. And like, um, do you want to talk about that part? Like just to clear
Yeah,
that part up?
no, yeah.
Okay.
So that was right towards the ending of this thing, and I got manipulated. I will admit it. I was shown screenshots that were fake. That they implied that Katie was reaching out to Wings of Redemption, and I, like an idiot, fell for it, and I blocked you. And it was like, what, a day or two later, we hashed it out, we worked it out. You showed me what really happened,
Mhm.
and we got back in touch with each other, and I apologized, and I take full responsibility for that. I got fucking manipulated, and I feel like an asshole for being manipulated.
And you know, it happens. It it is what it is. But I remember being like, I was gonna ask you something about something, and it's like the little Discord thing was like, you've been blah blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck? He did not quit Discord. So I'm like, I asked someone else, I'm like, did William quit Discord? They're like, no, I just talked to him. I'm like, he blocked me, make him unblock me. What the fuck? like what happened? Um,
Yeah.
but
Everybody's
I'm
susceptible to
glad
it at
that
some point, right?
yeah, I'm glad that, it was, everything was shown. So the whole, they're still trying to run this lie, this narrative that I reached out to Wings of Redemption. I did not. There is
Nope.
absolutely no interaction I ever had with him or Keemstar. And so all of these it's like they just leached onto that because they needed, I don't know, they thought I would be their bitch or something. Like, I don't know. What do you think that they wanted to accomplish in the end? Like, what did they think? What did they want to happen to me or my
Uh,
family? Or like, when were they ever going to stop?
I mean, apparently never. I mean, it doesn't seem like they were going to ever let up. And they'll create. So I'll let everybody in a little secret. Everybody knows the secret, but I'll say it out loud. These retards, Marks, Cinemas, 007, and the rest of them that I won't name right now, they think they're intelligent, and they find something that says a string of words out of context, and they'll use it. Oh, this is what this means. And they don't care if it's accurate. They don't care if it's truthful. They just run with their own narrative. And they do it to justify and weaponize their band of retards who make Craigslist ads to harass families. And that's all they can do. That's their biggest goal in life. And that's probably their biggest life achievement is I got someone to knock on someone's door. Whoop de fucking do. That's not a great achievement.
Right.
All it's doing is, like in your case, they harassed your relatives. They don't have anything to do with this bullshit, but they're not man enough
Yeah.
to take the fight to the people. So the only thing they could do is that may be true.
So CIA Hole and I have known each other for like what, going on like a decade, it feels like.
Feels like it.
We've all known each other. I'm not new. So, I mean, what do you think was the reason why they wanted to come after me and dox my mods and dox my best friends in real life, my sisters, everybody? Like,
Yeah,
what?
that's a great question. And I honestly I'm to this day baffled by what business is of theirs who fucking handled Chance Wilkins on some streams.
Mhm.
And who fucking, I mean, I don't know, who died and made them God, but we know who died. But they're
Yeah.
definitely not God.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, someone said it's jealousy. These people, they're complaining about John or you or me. We get donations, and they're so upset about the donations. Yet these faggots are the ones who are begging incestuously on their streams, begging, "Oh, we got a financial goal. Let's meet that goal." And I'm sorry, aren't you doing the exact same thing that you're pissing on everybody else for? And
Mhm.
to use Katie's phrase, make that make sense.
Yeah.
I just
Make it
I
make
can't
sense.
explain their insanity. It's amazing to me.
Seems like very, very much just the hypocrisy around it, and, like, I don't the gatekeeping, it's, it's like this, like, pack mentality, I guess, but and, I mean, I don't even compared to what happened to Bill, that shit was so bad. The money stuff, listen, you 3 bitches, I didn't ask anyone for money, okay? I never, like, asked and sat around and said, "Do this, I need like, give me this, give me" people liked my content, and they super chatted me, and,
Mhm.
you know, and, "Sorry you don't get money like that. Do better, make better content," you know?
Right.
Change up what you're doing, and maybe you'll get, tipped for it, I guess, but I just think I'm yeah, so, uh I think let's talk about do you wanna talk about when, I went up on the panel for the first time with
Oh,
them
yeah.
when Zykros
That
did all that shit? Because you were
yeah.
right there with me.
Yep, that's a good idea. You wanna tell a story? You want me to?
You can tell it.
So basically, uh, we were trying to negotiate peace, right? And, 007 said, well, Katie and I have different opinions on this exact point, but, Zykros was the one that got the deal going, right? He's the one that was in touch with 007 and you and me, and he said, "Look, here's the bottom line. We'll just have a panel, explain what happened. They'll like an airing of the grievance kind of thing. They'll present their side. You can talk about what happened on your side, and we'll squash this." Just
Right.
something to do with the effect like just admit it wasn't funny and it didn't work or some shit like that.
Also,
Um,
he
yeah.
said that, 'cause we had a call, and I was terrified.
Hmm.
Because I didn't want why would I it's like, "Panel up and we'll fix this," or whatever the fuck they like to say.
Right.
Um, I I was like Zykros reassured me that, it was gonna be just with him, and
Hmm.
I asked, "Can William come on the panel with me?" Because I don't know these people, they're
Right.
psychos, they just attacked the fuck out of me, like,
Hmm.
I've never experienced this shit before. I was so lost. Um,
Right. And yeah, it was a shock. It was a shock to your system. Yeah,
mhm,
and you asked me to be there for moral support. I'm like, yeah,
mhm,
absolutely.
yeah.
And
So then,
so
go ahead.
yeah, so we got to the panel and it turned out to be it was a fucking disaster. It was a dog pile. It had nothing to do with much of anything. Cinema's up there running in his fucking mouth, trying to be intelligent. Um, and I'm trying to stay out of it because I was supposed to be there for moral support, right? And I wanted you to, handle as much as you could.
Mhm,
And in hindsight, that was a mistake again. I should have stuck up for you more than I did, and I didn't, and I feel bad about that. I again had good intentions, and execution failed.
right.
Um,
And we're human. I think we
yeah,
were both fucking shocked because
yeah,
we
I didn't
thought we were
expect
gonna
that.
we thought that I was gonna go up there and talk to Wings, right? Zykros
Hmm.
made it seem like it was gonna be a nice chat, that, Wings is a reasonable person, and you could
That's a
squash it
lie.
and just fix it, right? And there was no fixing it.
No.
It was just I got jumped and then I got questioned and questioned and he started insulting me and it just went left really fast and I left because I just kept getting jumped by it was like a rotation of being jumped, you know what I mean? and
Right.
it turned into delete your channel or else.
Yeah. I forgot about that part. Yeah. I don't know how it devolved from Katie sucks and she's horrible or she annoys me to she has to delete her channel. Uh, make any kind of common sense connection is
Mhm.
amazing to me.
Yeah. I mean, I was shocked. And I think, it happened, everything was just happening so damn fast. And it was almost like so unbelievable that it was just so unbelievable that like you were speechless, I was speechless. Um, but I mean, y'all, like we William fucked up. Like he did. He admits it. Like he should have stepped in. He should have been like, whoa, 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 whoa. Um, and you know what I mean? Definitely
Yeah.
should have said, this is a little bit a lot. Like you're doing way the fuck too much. What are y'all doing? Like she's a girl with a channel and like I was there. And that's kind of where things like I got really upset. And I told him about it. Like I let him know. Um
Hmm.
I was like, you just sat there and let them do that to me. You sat there and like you just you were there, if it was such an issue, like you and N-word boy were with me this whole time and like I just felt like super by myself. But again, it was nobody, those people are psychos. So nobody really knew what to do. And William takes the approach to just leave it alone and be quiet and let it go. Like let it just settle. It'll go away. It'll go away. No one anticipated it getting to this point
Hmm.
where that motherfucker is putting up pictures of him with a gun to the back of my head. No one thought that I'd have to pay $500 to a charity in order for it to stop. And it stopped for 2 months and then it started back up again. It
Yeah.
was like that
That was
shit's
another
just,
disgusting thing.
yeah,
Extort you for money and then again go back on his word.
yeah,
The guy's just an untrustworthy piece of shit. But then again, look at his family life and look at his life he lives. So I guess it's not a shocker. And again, all hindsight.
yeah. And what if I didn't have that money? They originally wanted me to pay half of what I made that month in super chats. And I had monetized I had reached 4,000 subs because I said I would, when I got 4,000 subs, I'd monetize. And it coincided with Chance coming on my panel and stuff.
Yeah, it was
I
total
don't care.
coincidence.
Yeah, it really was a coincidence. Ask anybody. It was a
It was
coincidence.
insane that they make that connection, and that's where they take half truths and twist them into
Mhm.
something that they're not.
Yeah. So they were saying, give us or donate half your money that you made. And when I first got monetized, I made it was like I made more money because it was like it was kind of celebrating, I got monetized. So I got a bunch of memberships and I got a bunch of like, super chats and stuff just because I got monetized. It was like a celebration type thing. So I made more money than I would have usually.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I did make us, the Chance
Oh, and she didn't.
community is
Yeah.
very generous. They are very generous people. I mean, and I appreciated that, but the fact that they said I had to give them half the money that I made in order to make it go away, was just
So stupid.
astounding to me.
Yeah, and no,
I
she did
said,
not pay
"No."
them. By the way, yeah.
Huh?
People in chat were saying, "I can't believe she paid him." It's like, no, you didn't pay her.
I didn't pay them. I paid it to Marx's animal rescue of choice, which was like a dog rescue in overseas. I can't remember. I have the receipt though. Um, yes, I donated to the charity. Yeah, I didn't donate to them. Um, but I wasn't just doing it for myself. I was doing it for my whole community. because they were going after Peach. They're going after my mods. They were going after everybody. And
They were. They
I
were
just,
in full insane mode.
yeah, it's still extortion. Absolutely. That is still extortion. Um, and I think back and I'm like, what if $500 is a chunk of money? What if I didn't have that money? What if I couldn't afford to, like, what if I couldn't afford to put that up? Then what?
And
When I,
also on that, it's amusing that these three broke ass bitches who probably would kill for $500 earnings in a month. It seems to be like that's they want to try to inflict that kind of pain on people, and it's like, when's the last time any one of them has ever seen $500?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I have, and then they wanted to, so when that whole extortion thing happened, they wanted me again to panel up, right? They wanted me to go on cinemas and panel up and show my, in good faith. And they wanted me to say it in a way like, because they said that anyone that messes around or uses chance for content or anything like that, they make significant donations for the community. I didn't even know what that meant, but
Yeah, that was a lie.
I was like, okay. So they made it. They wanted me to go up and say, in good faith, I want to make this donation to this dog rescue because I made money off chance, and you know everyone gives money, like donates their money away if they make money off chance. That's how they wanted me to explain it, because
hmm
that was the lie.
Yeah, I think
That
you
was,
even asked you about that in Discord. I was like, no, that's bullshit.
mhm. I did ask you, yeah. Yeah, and I remember being like, "Is you all pay half your money that you make on," you know what I mean? Like, you give it back to, you know? So, anyway, that panel was going on, and I was supposed to come up and present the receipt and say it like that in that way, and then for whatever reason, they started it with, they always it seems like they've always got to get their licks in, and then they want, it's a control thing. It's a control thing because they were like, okay, we're gonna do this one last thing, and drag you a little bit for the last offense you made to us, and then you can come up and present your receipt, and then we can just call it a peace treaty and move along. So um I I was like, "What? Okay." I was desperate, you guys. You don't understand. I was fucking desperate. I
You were
wanted it to
rightfully
stop
so.
so bad because I had no, it wasn't just me, my family, like people online, my friend, it was horrible. I didn't care. I didn't care. I'm like, "Okay, you can fucking drag the fuck out of me as long as I can just, you leave me the fuck alone after. Just do what you got to do." But anyway, it turned into like full-fledged just attack. People were doxing my family in their chat. It was like I wasn't going to go over there anymore. I wasn't. I said no, I'm not going over there. I'm just going to post my receipt on my community wall, and that should be good enough. I'm not going to go over there and just go into the lion's den again and get fucked up by these people. When I say like I was in a prison, these people think I'm being dramatic. I'm not. Like, I felt
No.
like I was being extorted as if I were in prison. Like, I had to pay dues to these people in order to be safe, like it was, and I had to, yeah. And so, anyway, but what happened was, since I wouldn't come on that panel, they made it seem like I backed out on my donation to the animals. So you've got all these people in that chat saying I don't care about animals, saying that,
hmm
I I am a animal. Hey, you know, if anyone knows me, I am
The
like, I'll
farthest thing
do
from the
anything
truth.
for my animals, you know?
Yeah.
I have on auto pay money a month that goes to the Humane Society in my bank account. Like I would never, you know, and the one silver lining in this is that that money did go to animals. So I it just that killed me. That really got me because now I've got people thinking that I'm like I could give a shit less about animals and stuff. Y'all don't dox people in my chat, please. Um, yeah, just please don't dox people in my chat. Um, so after that, I had a whole group of people thinking that I hate animals and also that I won't give money. And I didn't, it eventually turned into like them accepting, I guess it was good enough, um, that donation of $500 that I posted on my community post because I wasn't going to go over there and be attacked like that. I'm not.
No, it was the
I'm
right
not.
decision too.
Yeah. I just, I don't deserve that.
No,
No one
what
does.
so when they do, yeah, they do these panels. What the real goal is they want you to go up there and gather sound bites for later, or they'll take sentences and they just use them out of context. That's their only goals. They just want to beat you up with irrational retard logic on
Mhm.
something that you said that's taken out of context. It's retarded and it's a silly game, and that's the only game that they know.
Yeah. And even after I donated that stuff, you and it sucks because all that stuff was on my channel that got nuked. So
Hmm.
I still like, but there were so many. Mark said something nasty underneath it. Like it wasn't just something so backhanded. Um, after I donated all that money to the animal rescue of his choice. Um,
Yeah,
and
like I said, there's
also
no
like,
pleasing them.
yeah. Yeah, so then 2 months later, it starts again. But, at that point, I knew that, like, this was beyond anyone's control, and I told William, I said, "You know what? Just stay out of it. Like, don't even I'll talk to you on the back end, you know, but, like, just
Hmm.
don't even get involved anymore." I had just literally, like, rolled over and said, like, "They're gonna do what they're gonna do." And that's that on that. There's nothing I
Yeah.
can say or do. They're going to keep on. So when I say that I felt virtually raped, that's why I say that. People I know went, and I got that screenshot too. He is an idiot.
Well,
Keep talking, bro. Like seriously,
hey,
keep talking.
I'm glad you brought that up because that comment that he made just shows the depravity and the insensitivity of these people, especially 007. He's the one that said it. I shouldn't say these people, but his friends share the same views,
Mhm.
and that's why they're friends. But
Mhm.
that kind of shit that he proudly posted, and now I believe he took down.
Mhm.
That's the problem, Jonathan.
Mhm.
You're a disgusting piece of shit. And when someone says they feel virtually raped and you mock it, uh, that's that's the proof. That's the proof that you're a piece of shit and that you need to you need to go somewhere.
Mhm. And it's not physical.
No,
It's not, it's a power thing, it's a control thing.
it
He
is.
stripped me of my voice. He stripped me of any kind of autonomy, any kind of independence. Like he controlled my shit. He controlled my serenity and my peace. He controlled you know, ever it was terrible, okay? And this is horrible. I was telling Bionicle this. I'm like, you know, it's so bad. I'm a rape victim. I am, like a physical one. This was almost worse than the physical rape because the physical rape, they left me alone after.
Mm.
I didn't
That's a
have
good
to like
point.
keep on with it.
It wasn't it wasn't a continuous
Yeah,
barrage
they left me
of
alone
shit.
after, you know?
Yeah, and I'm sorry that you had to go through both of those. I mean, it's
Yeah, and I
I
mean, I'm
can't
not
imagine.
asking for, like, sympathy or anything, I'm just saying
No, I
because
know.
people are like, "God, she's so dramatic." Well, when it
No,
happens to you, maybe you'll understand, you know what I mean? I'm not
right.
coming from a place of, like, you know, "I feel re" No, it's not I'm not being all weird, I'm saying like, for real, someone that's been through that physically, and then to have it happen, like, I was I it wa this was traumatic, dude. Like, I,
Yeah, I saw it from the back end and partially from the front end of this bullshit, and
mhm.
I was horrified, and I felt helpless, and I know you went through shit that and
I
just
think
nothing I
everybody
was gonna
felt
ever nothing I was
everyone
ever gonna
felt
do was gonna help.
yeah. So after, you know, it started up again and Psycho UK got involved and, you know, she had an issue with me, so that just, you know, and those 2 are like, I don't know, e people, I don't know, allegedly they're like they've got something going on more than friends. Um, they just started up on me again, and when he posted that picture of that gun. Have you guys seen that picture, y'all? I don't know if y'all have seen it. He posted it on his wall of, like, me
Yeah,
sitting in a chair and my head on, like, a body, and he's standing behind me with a gun pointed at the
I'm
back of
so
my head,
proud of
and
that
I
picture.
was like, "What the fuck?"
It's insanity.
Yeah, and then he did another live of, like, dragging me on Rumble. It was That's when I was like, "Okay, this is not gonna stop. It's like, this is just too fucking far, and I can't. I gotta I'm gonna go to the law about this." And, he also, I spoke about going to the law before, and, like, people and this was the most retarded shit I have ever heard in my life. Like, they tried to spin it like I'm a doxer. I go real life because I was looking for his information to, uh, go legal on him, but I didn't when I got that information. It was the most retarded shit I've ever heard. Do you all have any idea how scared I was of, going legal on him? I was terrified because what if me doing that meant I was gonna get attacked more? What if they were gonna go to phase 3? What if they were gonna do phase 3? They hit phase 1, phase 2, what about what's phase 3? So I had and also they would do it in, like, waves, right? So whenever it would
Mhm.
quiet down, I was like, "Okay, it's over." But then it would pick up again, and, again, people say that's, like, what they do to, like, mentally fuck with you. So I finally was like, "Fuck it, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna go and file a restraining order," and, it wasn't even my idea really to get, the temporary one, but here it is right here. Um, hold on. Let me put it in.
Yeah, and congrats to you for going this route too. I mean,
Thank you. I
if people
just
don't start doing this to these people, it's never gonna stop, right?
Yeah, and that's what you know, you there are laws, y'all. There are laws. that protect you from this shit. There's no statute of limitations on when you can't not go to the police about this shit. I can, and I've gone back and I've found more evidence, more stuff that I'm gonna add to, the case. That shit he said, added, every time he would say something to me, added, 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 added. It's yeah. Hold on, let me grab this. Hold on.
I don't know if Dan's still in chat, but do you have any more questions, Dan? Because I know you've been like saying I'm a horrible friend and all this shit, but I just like to,
Yeah,
see what
Dan.
what you have to say. Does that help? I mean, am I still a horrible friend? I mean, I don't think I am, but
No, I'm telling you, like, it's not, William is not a horrible friend. William it looked on the outside, and I felt abandoned for sure. I felt like, I was thrown to the wolves. I really did for a minute, but it wasn't, at the end of the day, like, there was just nothing anyone could do. I had to do this. I had to, it wasn't on William, it wasn't on N-word boy, like, it wouldn't matter. And you got to remember, like, these were anonymous people, right? No one knew who they were. No one knew, they knew who Wings was, but not the others. So it was like even worse, you know what I mean? To like
yeah,
locate or even try to do anything. Right. You can only do what you're gonna do. But William definitely, he never dismissed what was going on. He just couldn't do anything about it. No one could. So this is the picture of that he posted. Yeah. Oh, and he talks shit about N-word boy right here. But this is when I was like, okay, fucking enough is enough, bro. Like,
yeah.
this ain't working. This is not okay. Not okay. That's when I went and got a restraining order. I mean, what the
Yeah,
fuck did I do to deserve that picture?
nothing at all. But yet he was the one that tells us we lost the plot. It's like, okay, maybe you were never invited into the play,
Right.
Wings. You ever think of that?
Yeah. What was their idea of the plot? What plot did we lose that they have stuff? It just, is stupid. But yeah, this shit and he posted that, and yeah, this is scary, especially when they're coming after me in real life. Like, what the fuck, bro? So yeah, that was a direct threat, and the judge was like, "Oh, hell no. You're getting we're doing something about this.
Yeah,
This ain't gonna
it's
work."
actionable. No, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. Does anyone have any more questions? I just kind of wanted to get all this out. I don't want to address this a million times. I know there's a lot of questions about those posts and, them getting put up and then them being retracted. And then, so I just wanted to clear it up. Like, everybody, hindsight's 2020 and we're human, right? What about Steve from the Machete Squad? I don't know that much. We're honestly, like, I didn't even know what kennel kickers were until like the other week. I'm that oblivious. I don't want to know anything about those people. I'm fucking dead. Is he like a 36 double D? Anybody? Anyone? Any guesses?
Yeah, imagine
Uh,
imagine making fun of a fat guy for the last 3 years only to be just as fat and ugly
right?
as the guy you were picking on.
It's incredible. And that's why I love a good old cam slip, bitch. Like I love it because people love to go in on me about what I look like and stuff. And bitch, when you get those cam slips and you see who the fuck's been saying shit about you, and you're like, bro, are you crazy? Are you crazy? No, 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 no. And then I put the cam slip up and be like, this is who leaping lemur type of shit. Steve was part of bullying. Yeah, so I didn't know who Bill was until the other week. Like, y'all, I stay away from those people for real. Like, I don't go over there. I was
No,
never
you have no
interested in anything they have going on. So, yeah, I've been over here, which is what's even weirder. It's not like I was trying to infiltrate their whole community and like go take over, whatever. You know what I mean?
right.
I was over here. It wasn't, so I don't know anything about what goes on. Zycro's weenie? The fuck? Like all the listen, our community over here is primarily female. We have some good dudes. Like we got Tarek, we've got Pat, we got Ross, we got Benny, we got William, and we've got men over here, but it's primarily women that are mothers. Okay? Like these bitches go pick up their kids at soccer practice and feed them at night. This is like a little fun area for them to come and pop their shit a little bit, listen to me, run my mouth a little bit. We cover stupid people and laugh, and then they just go on their day.
Right. It is
Harmless over here.
harmless.
Just stupid shit. It's a hot ass mess over here. We're not getting into any of that kind of weirdo shit, you know? And I'm like, it's more the people over here are like, they're not trolls. They're not looking for blood, right? We are like the polar opposite of blood sports. I don't know why they thought that coming after us with like, did they just want a whole massacre? And then they expected us to fight back. What? That's what they want. Like, Wings was on Ernie's panel saying, well, it's been quiet. They're boring because they don't fight back.
Right. Which is why,
Why
I
would
mean,
we fight back? And then he said, we're waiting. We're waiting for them to say something. We're waiting. We'll see.
yeah.
Whatever. It's like that's the kind of shit that would like keep us like feeling in a prison. We can't do any like it shouldn't be like that. We don't
No.
talk it shouldn't be like that. They talk about fucking me all the time. They do all this shit. Like I was scared to like say their names, say Chance's names. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
exactly. They want you to fight back so they can continue doing it. And then when you don't fight back, that's why I always tell everyone, just let them say whatever the hell they want to say. It's irrelevant in the
Mhm.
grand scheme of life.
Right. Right. It is, but like it's just now that we know that it doesn't even matter because they will fight. It's like they just will it'll be like a whole massacre for what? You know?
Yeah,
What
over
were we
dumb
even
shit.
supposed to fight back about?
A territorial pissing contest over something that's not your territory. It was amazing.
It is such bitch shit for men to be all up in women's community, you know?
Yeah.
They don't know Ernie, but Wings, him and Callie, they went and buddied up with Ernie and stuff. They were only over there to intimidate me.
Hmm.
Wings has no business being over there with Ernie.
Although Wings and Ernie make a cute couple, so maybe they hit it off.
Maybe. I don't know. But
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like none of his other friends were over there unless they would pop in and like dox people of that I know and stuff, and then bounce it. Just stupid. Like, why are you over here? That's some bitch shit. The fuck?
Yeah.
I know you have to go. It's almost 1:15.
Oh, yeah, I should probably get going. Yeah, so I don't know. This was good. I mean, I'm glad that I'm glad you suggested this to me. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. I just want it to the truth is enough, right? And,
Yeah, and I've always been an open book. I mean,
mm,
I don't think I've ever, other than my identity, I've never withheld shit. If people have questions, I
right,
answer it. It doesn't bother me.
right. And it shouldn't, like, we're all human, we fuck up, we could have done things different, like, it is what it is, and the best apology is changed behavior, right?
It is.
Um,
It really is.
it's it because we can't take back what we said or did, right? But if we don't keep repeating that behavior, that's what the
Right.
apology is. That is
Hmm.
the action. And none of that we learned a lot. We learned a whole lot about that shit, you know?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, and we've known each other for a long time, and
mhm,
I love having you around. So
yeah. You love, cleaning up my messes, talking to me like I'm a retard about fixing shit and stuff.
hey, if I can help, I don't mind.
Yeah, and patience of a saint, let me tell y'all. So, again, William, I've got people there is no problems between me and William at all. Like,
Nope.
we're good, we're adults. I didn't realize it was gonna I get why people were like, "What the fuck?" Because like, now it's, but with the whole postings and stuff, but,
Yeah.
that's so
You
long
gotta
ago, we've moved
It
on from
was.
that so long ago. Um, we're adults and we're friends. So I'll always go, but we'll find resolution behind the scenes in private, It doesn't have to be on the internet, but I wanted to do
Exactly.
this just so people understand, you know?
Yeah. It was a good idea. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
But anyway, you better go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
go.
have something called a meeting to attend
I
because
know
you
that.
have a job and you have a career and you are a productive citizen in society.
That's what they tell
So,
me.
you know, you've got shit going on and you've got a when's the last time you think those people went to a meeting besides a probation meeting or a child support meeting or a case worker meeting, shit like that?
Probably never.
Those don't count as meetings.
Yeah, those are not meetings.
Those aren't meetings, bitch. But
That's too
yeah,
funny.
so, uh, all
All
right,
right.
get out of here.
I'm out
Thanks
here.
for
You have a good
coming up.
one.
All
Thanks for
right,
having
we'll
me.
see you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Ooh, so there you have it. There is Mr. William Gloryhole. I hope does anybody now that I'm like super duper reading the chat right now, does anybody have any questions that they want answered that I can answer? Because I'm kind of the type of person when it comes to this shit because um this is very old for me and William. This was squashed a long time ago. Who has bigger titties? Oh, that's right. Oh, Mark's definitely. I don't have tits. Okay? I don't even have to wear a bra if I don't want to. I'm like a flat chested. I've got no tits or ass. Y'all know this. Y'all know this, but definitely. Most men do have bigger titties than me if we want to be real, okay? most men have bigger titties because they'll like, even most men that are muscular that have pecs, you know, their tits are bigger than mine. Their pecs are bigger. See, look, Katie has no tits for real, for real. I don't. But I'm growing a booty, okay? I'm growing a booty. Yes, he's been dodging being served with a restraining order. Because I guess he's scared, but I'm not gonna stop. Katie, one day I was subscribed and the next day, I know. I know. But this is gonna be my, why did Wings go street racing? And I don't know. I don't know about that. I've heard about that, but I'm not, that's something, if there's a police report, that's where I would go to get that question answered. Mark's called you fat when really he's a fucking blimp himself. There's no infighting in the fat community. You have big tits and a bad smoking problem. Listen, I think after this, like 2025 tried to kill me, okay? My hair is gray. Like my hair has turned gray, which is not necessarily a bad thing because I like color it blonde. So it definitely, the gray hair breaks up the roots, right? But my hair is fucking gray. My hair is going gray, okay? And I have to buy twice as much vape juice than I normally do. Sorry, kiss my cheeks. Sorry. I wasn't. What did you say? I'm sorry. He's been dodging child support for years. Pay for your kid, bro. If you got a kid, pay for your damn kid. The fuck? And if you don't want a kid, if you don't want to pay for your kid, don't have one. How about that? Oh, not me. Purposely try to die. Like your hair is not gray yet, but you dye it gray. I know somebody that did that and still does it. And it is hard to keep up because it's like backwards almost. The roots come out. It's like you got to keep it up. Why can't Villy? I had a Villy little situation with Mr. William. We got him, I facilitated him cleaning up his backyard. Do you guys remember that? It's really cool. It's like a Arctic blonde. Y'all remember that? Well, they say that, well, one he looks like a damn 12-year-old with a page boy haircut. Bitch. Like, for real, like a Lord Farquaad haircut. Yes, exactly. Like a child. I swear, like, that's why I feel like when people harass, like you lose your, you should lose the privilege of being anonymous. If you're going to go real life on people and do all that crazy shit, be that bold, fucking show us who the fuck you are then. Because where are they at now? Where are they at now? Yes. That's somebody made a business out of, y'all are wild, I swear. Y'all are wild. Someone made registered a business at their house and named it Lord Farquaad's PlayStation and Rapping Emporium. Bitch, I can't. It's like a registered fucking business. I cannot. Emporium, Rap Emporium. Freaking all these people. Was that the era of like wannabe rappers and stuff? Did y'all see his video? Did y'all see his rap video? Did y'all see his rap video? Are you the one that's giving Chance money and toys and computers or whatever? If you are, why are you doing that? Oh, damn, he copyright claim. Well, freaking, that's probably smart of him to do. Because, bitch, I'm sure people will be having that shit on repeat, okay? Three-peat. No, that was Burger Boy. He was like so offbeat. I'll have to do like another time. I'll do like a example of what he like. That fool can't dance. He can't even like he can't even like his rap hand gestures and shit were like offbeat. It was weird. He gave him a gaming PC. It was a long time coming. They went after real people, like not real people, because lolcows are still people, y'all. I don't know if that's what happened. They didn't see Bill as a person anymore. Sad as fuck. Burger Boy gave him the PC. Why would anyone? So you buy Chance stuff to make community mad, and because he's actually Rupel, Chance's bio. Wait, Risky's Rupel? Wangus? Wangus! Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Wangus. I say his name wrong. I'm sorry. A Wangus. Well, how do you say it? How do y'all say it if it's not Wangus? Wangus. There's got to be some Wang. There's got to be a Wang in there. You can't say, like, look, it was what? A Wangus? It was spelled like this or something, or O-E-N-G, Wangus. Like that. Wangus was the weirdest name ever. Talk about wanting to like get off the radar. Changed his whole name after he got out of prison and named himself Wangus. That's wild. Ain't nobody gonna find that name, okay? That's about as wild as you can get. Pronounced Angus, like the beef. Well, why in the hell would you spell it like that? That's some like inbred, uneducated shit. If you ask me. Yes, he's Caitlyn Jenner looking ass, I guess. Right? He's a woman. Remember, we looked at that shit. We looked at that. I couldn't believe it. I was in complete denial of what I didn't believe it. But then you put it side by side, and that was definitely that man as a woman. 100%. I did. Yes. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. Sorry. Production is speaking. Okay. Hold on one second. I gotta do something. Okay. All right. You go. Hey, state obvious. Anyway, what else is going on? He became a woman to what I don't know. But when y'all remember when Marty got him on his panel, the dad? You know what, Tyler? I don't know him or her. I've never really followed her. I don't really know. I remember her like during the COVID days when her child was very little. I know the story. I remember when her and Bombshell would go back and forth, and like they went to court or something, or she got like Bombshell went to something happened, but I haven't followed her at all. But do you remember when the dad went on panel with Marty and Chance was on there too? That was weird. That was so weird because it's like Chance would call the didn't he call the dad his brother or something, or like something weird, like it wasn't his dad, he called him. It's very weird, very weird. IP2, what does IP2 even mean? What does it stand for? Oh, and I had a question of a word that people use. Um, um, I don't know. It's it's like a, I guess, a genre of what's it called? Like lolly something? What does that mean? What is that? People are sending that around? What is that? It's like cartoons, I'm assuming. What is that? I keep seeing that on like forums. Oh, what? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I've never, okay. Jesus. Okay. Sorry. I didn't know. Look, I'm gonna, if you don't know something, I gotta ask. Okay. I didn't, okay. It's a cartoon thing. Gross. Yeah. It's almost the middle of the night. All right. Good night. Thanks for coming through. And, I'm probably gonna, I don't know. I've got some time. I know. I didn't even know you streamed anymore. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to address this too. So, people in my, like, not my community, but over on this end, they said that I got kicked out of the Cyrax community. they like to say that I got kicked out, banished from the Cyrax community. That is a lie. And I want to say to the people that I was in Tyler's server, and this was after the first time I streamed live, and I put a panel down, or I put a link down to come on the panel, and I was getting like porn bombed. Y'all remember this? If you were around, you remember this. Like porn bombed and shit. But anyway, when I turned my Trump said, "What are you doing over here? Go away. You're weird." When I turned my stream off, I didn't know to say return to dashboard, right? So it left people up there. And I went back into, and Tyler was in this voice chat. This is why I don't go in voice chats anymore. I swear, like this shit's traumatizing, okay? I went, and this was at the time when remember Rada was like kind of taking over, getting a little bit extra, blocking and putting down rules and stuff and making people mad. And like, it was just a mess. It became a mess, but y'all were mad. And you guys were telling me, you know, how you felt about it. And I understood, like it was a lot. But anyway, that recording, it was recorded, and Toxic Snails uploaded the recording onto his channel. And then the next, I don't remember, a couple days later, people got pissed and thought that I had recorded it and put it out. Do you remember this, Tyler? This is like years ago, dude. But like, they say like, because, and whoever got a moderator like kicked me from Tyler's Discord, and I never recorded it. And it came out last year that AC recorded that. He finally admitted it. That I never recorded that. I don't even know how to. Oh, here's a question. Let me see. So then why did she answer me when she's the one who asked if there were questions? I'm sorry. What's the question? I'm sorry. That is not true. That was made up. That's like AI. Lord have mercy. Hold on. I'm looking for the question. I'm sorry. Will you rewrite it? I promise I'm paying attention. I remember Bloated Kiki. I was around back then. Jamie was still with us when I was around. Like I was around for that. Tonic the Furry. Toxic Snails. She was cool. She laid into freaking Chance pretty hard. I'm looking for the question. I'm looking for Scott's question. Okay, I'll type it again. How long ago was this incident with this awful person for the TPO? It started in the end of June, went into July. Then 2 months after, it started up again when Callie got mad because I wouldn't, like, she couldn't get people to like her and go to her channel. And then it would go in waves, and then he would go live and like drag me, and it just would come in and dox and shit. and then he made that meme of the gun, and then I went and filed a restraining order the end of December, and then I went and I got a continuance, and so yeah, he needs to answer the door. I'm not gonna stop. He needs to just answer the door. Okay, then a new wave start. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened. I tried to keep this quiet, you know, but it's okay that it came out. Like it's it's like it was gonna come out anyway. I figured that like I would probably best for me to like announce it, because who knows how they'd like to twist things and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. People, they think I'm brand new. Like people that think they're OGs are new. They're new. We're the old. We're the OGs. They're new. Put some respect on my name, okay? What else, y'all? What else? What else is going on? Is Chance in hiding? It's so nice to like be able to like ask questions and stuff like about Chance. Yes, there are a lot of newcomers, right. But I'm saying, like, even before he was trending on, Twitter and stuff, like, when this shit was going on, like, last year, and I got attacked, like, those people are new, right? I'm not new. You used to follow that one raging American dude? Yes, from Mexico, Maine, who moved to Florida, that wore a diaper, emo. Justin Emo Howling Wolf, yep, yeah. I think the biggest mistake that I made was not speaking up earlier. Um, I think, yeah, we just didn't know what the fuck to do because the internet is crazy, right? Usually, when you just go a different direction, yeah, I remember that. Usually, when you go a different direction and you like stop talking on these people, they leave you alone. And that was not the case. Oh, yeah. I I wanted to cover, hey, Astrid. I wanted to watch the court with John and all them. Yeah. Yeah, he was doing that shit. I haven't even watched all that stuff. When I'm telling you, I was terrified. Like I didn't even go over there. So I think it's funny when other people are getting what is happening to you. What do you mean? Elaborate. I think that they had it coming. If that's what you're getting at, they had it coming. They deserve it. It sucks for them. And yeah, not going to lie, I got a little chuckle out of the karma. And have you had it happen to you? I can't believe like you're seriously going to ask me that question. Are you serious? You're going to ask? You're going to say, why do I get a chuckle out of it after everything that's happened? And they end up getting doxxed and they end up getting what I've been given for so long. And you don't think that I don't think I can't chuckle about it. I can't laugh about what karma spun the block. They deserve that. They deserve that shit. They did it to themselves. They didn't have to come for me. I didn't do anything to them. They didn't have to come from any of my mods or people over here. Women. These are grown-ass men. Yeah, they deserve that shit. And yeah, I'm going to get a kick out of it. I'm here for it. Sorry. I can't believe, like, the morality police needs to fuck off. Sorry, but you do. Like, we're not even going there with that shit. Fuck off. Here's a lesson for everyone. You can laugh now, but you won't be when it's happening. Hey, amen. Amen to that. I say that all the time. I say that all the damn time. People would laugh at me. They thought it was hilarious. My family was getting harassed. They thought it was so funny. They would even say, I have screenshots. Come in and say, we're going to make it so your parent, we're going to make it so your family has to move out because that's how many people we're going to send here. The second they said that, like it was a whole different ball game. How did I even find Cyrax? Lord, you know how when you like come into communities and then you like, you come into communities and then you kind of like meet somebody from a different community or somebody's talking about a different channel and you just kind of get people that are recommended on your channel and stuff. And then it's like a whole rabbit hole. It's like a whole rabbit hole that you just go down and you find yourself watching shit that you just couldn't even believe that you came across. That's kind of like, so I started with drag for emo. And then I found Andrew from Drama Dome. And then I found Tyree Sneed. And then Marty would come around. And that's how, yeah. And then that's how I found Chance through Marty. Batman. We did a whole troll on him. I think Dr. Computer Shop has that live. I went over there. Does anyone remember Stunt Dummy? He hasn't been around a long time. But we trolled him out where I pretended to be like a record label and he pretended to be like a Canadian rapper and he was part of a group that Tyree knew what it was, and that we made him have like rap offs. And like Stunt Dummy he could be like a comedian. I told him he could go be famous and like he is just everything. He's just everything in one. And off the top of his head, he just starts rapping. And I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker can rap. Like he can straight like freestyle. Okay. And he's a huge nerd. He's like a dork. Okay. He knows that he's smart and he's funny and he can build stuff and he knows stuff. And he can go live and he's a troll. I miss that guy. He was great. So yeah, the bat scooter that he crashed out on. I haven't really followed Tyree in a long time. But anyway, he went and he was freestyling and then Tyree got mad. He said we were going to give him 300 thou wow up front to get him to go on tour. He wanted his fake girlfriend. What was her name? Like Stardust Twilight or something. who had a kid to come on the bus too. And we were trying to like mail him like contracts or email him contracts and shit to sign, and he like wouldn't accept them. So then we said, like, well, if you're not going to sign the contract, how do we pay you? Yeah, like, how are you going to get your 300 thou out? And then he got mad and told us to fuck off. He's hard to troll. Tyree's hard to troll because he's very paranoid. He's very paranoid and he is not friendly. He'll block you. So comes off in that video. I don't know. Is that video? I think that video was posted on Kiwi Farms of. I honestly, like, I can't stomach that shit. I don't like watching that shit. That stuff is sad. I've never seen anything like it. But I think there's videos of like people coming to collect stuff for door knocks, and then there's also they said there's a tasing. Terrible. Sneed is better than Drake. Sneed is better than Eminem. Sneed Tyree has like narcissistic personality disorder. He's got schizophrenia. He's all the things. He's a whole cocktail of a mess. He's a whole cocktail of mental illness, okay? And he just thinks that he is everything. Meanwhile, he's like missing a whole tooth, was living in a basement. Remember Jenny from the block? Where the fuck did she go? Karma. I'm still like I'm like, ugh. I'm still in denial about it. I feel like I'm still in a nightmare. Like, it's like, I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, but it's like I can't even, my brain won't accept. It's like a survival coping mechanism where my brain won't even accept that that happened. So like I'm like, it's like I compartmentalized it and just it doesn't even, yeah. Boeing, oh, that's fucking Satan. Get out of here, Satan. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, it's like not even real yet. But when it hits me, it's gonna suck. But I'm glad that I can like talk about all this stuff that happened. I'm just so glad, you know what? I'm glad that they're not anonymous anymore, those people. I'm glad that they are not anonymous. I don't know how it happened. I don't know who found them. I know that like people were looking for Marks for like a decade. Like there's so much stuff on him. Like he's stayed anonymous forever. I don't know how people found him. That was wild. Maybe one day we'll find out how he was found. The fact that Marks is 40 in his 40s and just it's interesting how people when they're anonymous they will talk such a big game and talk such big shit and act like they are better than you, have all this stuff, are just living the dream, and then when they fuck up and you figure out who they are and you go and see like you know his home, what he looks like, it's like, wow, bro. Mhm. He got a misdemeanor at 30 for prank calls. See, like, wow. What are we doing with our lives? It is. Is it like the hood? Between Wings and Lammer, a lot of these people look a lot alike. The people they troll. Yes. Yes. I was watching the whole Lemur debacle, whatever, and I watched his last live stream and I was reading the comments, and it was like most people were like, how in the fuck the nerve of you to go after that one Nova, whatever, I don't know who that is. That one Nova lady when you're fucking bigger than she is. Are you talking to me? I'm not trying to play in the street. I don't play in any street. Who was going crazy when the police came? Yeah, yeah, Nova Online. But anyway, they were like, the whole chat was like, dude, you have like gone in on this person when you are, you know, how did he just decide to cam up? Oh, my bad. My B. I don't know anything. Sorry. I don't know anything. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know these people. Is she online? I'm sorry. Is he online? Nova is like, it means star, right? I don't know. Like, I don't know anything. I thought Nova, because Nova is like a more of a feminine name than it is. I'm sorry. I misgendered. Nova has worn Sailor Moon outfits. So there. So there. Right now they're going to clip me for misgendering, and there goes the neighborhood. There goes the fucking neighborhood, y'all. Completely unrelated to the current kicker situation. What did you say? Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. If she's or sorry, I'm going to call her a she forever now. Damn it. I got stuck thinking she was a girl. So now it's like, this is going to be I hate it when this shit happens because now I'm going to be calling her a she because that's what's in my mind now. Right. Well, she likes to say the N word and she loved like the racist shit. So she just, she doesn't have much room to talk. Did she go live? Didn't she go live this morning? Yes. Nova is a feminine name. I mean, no shade, but it's more of a girl name than a boy name. Outside lack of hygiene. Is she a predator? If I reviewed her one time, would I be shocked? Would I be shocked at this person? Really? You get it? Mm. Is that person more gross than Chance? Because I mean, Chance, I haven't witnessed anything worse as far as being gross. Skeletons in the closet. Not the Thurvers. Not the Thurvers. If Chance is a 10 out of 10 girl. Oh, then that's like so. And that's the thing too, like getting into other characters and stuff. After having come from like Chance, it's like all the other characters are so underwhelming, you know? It's like this is kiddie play. These aren't like they're normal compared to like those other people. You know what I mean? It's like you got to reset your standards. Creeper. Thurvers. That was funny. Chances of Super Bowl. Nova is like the preseason. Okay. Underwhelming. Underwhelming. No, you ain't getting a wrench. And nope, no panel. No panel. He takes his anger out. He was disgusting. I don't, yeah. I'm not going to search. You can disagree with me. Why would I care if you disagreed with me? I'm just not gonna like, I'm not gonna let people like sit around and fucking insult me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who do you think would be second to him? As far as gross. Yeah. A second is not even close. Rev and Shani. Pampered Chew. Pampered Shani. Is she back yet? Where's she been? Pampered Chew. Pamper Chew. What is it? These names. What the fuck? Cyrax, Pamper Chew. Who comes up with this shit? She's still gone. She gone. Man, did she get like a 20-day hold like how Ernie did? Brown nose pup. DSP is definitely up there. Who said that? Revs at his uncle's. You know, I thought it would be a beautiful thing if G-Man got Rev together. I think G-Man, like him coming back in the fold and getting fucking Rev lined out and like making, I think that would have been awesome. G-Man doesn't take crap. He goes, give me 24 hours. I'm coming in there. I'll get Shani out of there for you. I'll get Shani out of there for you. But I had no idea that their house was in that bad of shape, y'all. I was for it to just be condemned, I guess, like, why would they announce that? You know what I mean? But I didn't realize that, I didn't realize it was, like, that bad, you know? Do I have a glat of water? No. The cats were shitting in the basement. That's so sad. Did Rev ever meet the love of his life, that one girl that whatever happened to her? I did. I saw it at the end, yeah. The toilet. Ew. Well, wasn't it like not working? Same as like how they left their house when after after they lived with G-Man, remember how messy they left that shit? That was terrible. Complete catfish. I wonder if his heart was broken. He was like all in on that bitch. He was all in on her. He said, "Fuck you, Shani. You gone. Get out of here. She's moving in. You're moving out. You gone." Those cats, I felt bad for them too, but like they are so happy now. They went to good homes and they stayed together. They left that in squalor too. It's like, bro, get a vacuum. Yeah. Ain't that hard? Get you a little, like, even just a little dust buster. Anything's better than nothing. Me neither. I cannot imagine. I tell people all the time, like, I would do, I'll be living under a bridge before I give up my, yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Mhm. Oh, anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. You'd have a fight on your hands. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a yeah, you do have a serval. I think I remember you. Servals are so badass. Servals are very social animals. Like they're friendly. I have I met a serval and they're very friendly. They're very they act like dogs almost. Like they're not like normal cats. They're very social. More so than like other like just your average friendly cat. I don't know. Sponsored by Reese's. Yes. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all hanging out and hearing out William and stuff. And I will be back probably tomorrow. Everyone have a good day and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.